Once upon a time, there lived a king who ruled his kingdom wisely and successfully. Many times, enemies tried to attack the kingdom, but the king always managed to defeat them. The reason behind his success was his loyal defense minister. Whenever the kingdom was in danger, the defense minister would give wise advice to the king on how to protect the kingdom and defeat the enemies. Because of this, the king had great trust in his defense minister. But seeing the king's trust in him, the other ministers became jealous. Their jealousy slowly turned into hatred, and they decided to execute a plan to break the trust between the king and the defense minister. One night, the king disguised himself and went out into the kingdom. It was his habit to walk among the people secretly and listen to their problems. As he was walking, he passed near a large tree where a group of people were talking. The king quietly stood nearby and listened. The people were saying, "The defense minister of this kingdom is secretly sending the kingdom's confidential information to the neighboring kingdom and earning a lot of money." Hearing these words, the king was shocked and heartbroken. Without investigating further, he immediately returned to the palace. But what the king did not know was that this was all part of the minister's evil plan. Soon after the king left, the jealous ministers came near the tree and rewarded the people with money for speaking against the defense minister. The next morning, the heartbroken king secretly arranged a spy to watch the defense minister. After a few days, the spy returned with a piece of paper. It was an agreement that appeared to be signed between the defense minister and the king of the neighboring kingdom. Seeing this, the king became furious. Blinded by anger, he immediately ordered the execution of the defense minister. The loyal defense minister remained silent. He did not utter a single word against the king. In front of the people, the innocent minister's head was beheaded. The jealous ministers secretly celebrated their success and rewarded the spy with a large amount of money. But their betrayal did not stop there. These ministers had already formed a connection with the king of the neighboring kingdom. They secretly requested him to attack their own kingdom. Soon, the neighboring king launched a powerful attack. Without the wisdom of the loyal defense minister, the king and his new defense minister were unable to defeat the enemy. The kingdom fell into chaos. Finally, the king was captured alive by the neighboring king. At that moment, the jealous ministers walked forward and shook hands with the enemy king, revealing their betrayal. Seeing this, the king was shocked and furious. He shouted at the ministers in anger. But by then, it was too late. The king realized the terrible mistake he had made. He had executed his most loyal minister without knowing the truth. Filled with regret and heartbreak, the king stood helpless. In the end, the neighboring king ordered the king's head to be beheaded. And thus, a kingdom was destroyed. Not by enemies from outside, but by jealousy, betrayal, and a king's hasty judgment. Moral of the story: don't blindly take a decision by believing your eyes and ears, give a chance to your brain to analyze twice or thrice before concluding your decision. What is your opinion about this story? Just comment below in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Do it immediately.